Cosmos, what is going on with y'all tonight? And I know that it is a bit of a character shift. Let me take a seat right here. I know it is a bit of character shift right here. If y'all have checked out when it comes to the other content, but still, I mean, he still knows a little bit when it comes to the contrary on this specific spectrum, but AEW tonight. That's it. I did have a little bit of rough start to the week, which is why you see right now that which is why we doing this. We doing this right now. Dynamite tonight. So, but yeah, I did have a little bit of rough start to the week. And I had to see if I was going to go well without it. But here we are. We can get ready to do Dynamite tonight. All right, let's. Oh wow. I also noticed the thing too. As I was like watching, because like I said, I was watching a bit of podcast, somebody that I follow, and among other things, a few clips of SmackDowns as such. And I was surprised too. People recognized it a little bit. They turned out to be fellow or lifelong wrestling fans that are part of the wrestling community themselves. I was like, oh really? I'm not the only one in here out there too. That's in my circle. I'm not a total loser. Oh, sad. People still watch wrestling today, but oh wow, a bit of excited to find that out. But as you didn't know, of course, this is this is called the dark room. But yeah. Oh yeah, I was watching a bit of this too. I was watching this movie a bit. I was like going back on animated cartoon movies. It goes by Monsters vs. Aliens. If you want to check it out on Amazon, quicker way. You like it? I mean, if y'all a big ass kid like I am, like cartoon anime films all the time, then yeah, y'all should check it out when y'all get a chance. But yeah, I said it was pretty. It was pretty. That shit was very. That shit had me in goofballs. It was relaxing. It really was. Like I said, at the end too, I said like the whole thing, and of course with the relationship. I said if you ever watched it before too, yeah, you'll get what I'm talking about. But yeah, the end especially too, when he tried to switch up and tried to get with the girl at the end after all this shit he out. Like really serious with that. But yeah, that shit, y'all enjoy it. But well, let's enough will be a couple of goofy ass nutballs and Dynamite. So let's do over on to that. So as we kick into Dynamite, one of the Lucha Bros and Jay White is kicking off the show. Jay White picks up the victory. Then we get MJF in the back, kind of answering, wanted to get his Triple B back from Jay White. Look, it's just so fucking cringy when trying to listen to Jay White. Look, I get it too. I listen to a lot of Eminem. Hey, he's one of my favorite rappers of all time too. I liked a lot of Eminem growing up, and I'm pretty sure probably even a couple or numerous even black people tried to act like a little bit of that, being white with a little bit of coolness. But bro, just because Eminem came out, not every fucking white person can try to imitate that. Cause like I said, I'll tell you too, the history too, that they tried to fucking imitate Jay White. Oh my gosh, goodness gracious. You're not Eminem. Like all these vanilla rejects vanilla ice rejects out here. You're not Eminem. So try to be Eminem. Yeah, Jay White try to act silk and smooth on the microphone. Like just stop with that shit. Of course, like go take you and your queer boyfriend in the back, Juice Robinson, and y'all can be like we already know what type of timing that y'all on. So why don't y'all go do that shit? And then you have, of course, too, with the MJ. Like I get it, cause I can't quite remember, but I don't know what this kind of reminds me of. But I said, dude, like you can get really interesting. Like I said, if Triple H really is back, then Bussy Boy Khan, he really is for something. He gonna have much more to cry about on fucking social media because boy, cause I said I didn't have a lot to really say about Raw, But yeah, it was a pretty good show. And let's say he will be in trouble if the rumors are kind of true. I don't know. We probably have to see down the line, and I know we always will say that, but we'll probably have to see more shit that I don't want to see. And of course, do you have what I said with MJF it being that make this shit like you have this your world championship too be a succumb to this. Like he really does, yeah. Too. Like I said, which I will like Tony. He really does. Talk about making your world champion and your world champions fucking meaningless. And of course, do you have more gay tunes from the Acclaimed, Matt Caster boy, finger in his butt boy, like. Of course, bro. A fucking of course, bro. If this is what we gonna get already into the show, you can check me. Yeah, please check me way out of there, please, because I actually want to keep my straightness. Okay. So we get Edge's rebuttal talking about Christian. We get a little bit of reasoning revealing as to what Wardlow's returning rampage as to MJF. Then we have MJF and Kenny Omega meet, with MJF whispering something like 13 days, bitch, to Omega. Can't put much emphasis on that when it comes to the world title picture. Why does it Christian have that? Why doesn't they have that fucking? Why is it that the world title doesn't have to be in Christian and Edge's that Pacific story right there? Really had no fucking clue. But like I said, I have no idea when it came to MJF and Kenny Omega. I have no idea what that meant, the 13 days to MJF. But I like how there's plenty of things going on within the show. I like that. Shit, like we need to get more of that. But yeah, I do like that there's plenty of things that's going on throughout the show. I also don't know what to expect with as far, because if this is just to have, if you're just gonna have Wardlow on TV just because, like when you had the whole film having MJF's name on his rap, whatever, like please, yeah, like please do not just be like this is all like just because they desperately need to have people, they need to have him just because to have him on television. Like there's like a lot of things that they could be doing, like just like you know, that time months ago back that they could be doing with. There's plenty of things that they could be doing with Wardlow. They just don't choose to. And it's like this is all what the fuck are you even doing? Like this is all you're just gonna have just to have him on TV. Miraculously, no sense to begin with. And like I said, like this story that's going on right now between MJF and the story that's going on right now between Christian, it just keeps getting better and better. Edge and Christian, it kind of like what he just mentioned too. They talked about too, about them being kids, them going to school with each other, them being like brothers, and basically just having each other's backs. Like this kind of reminds me of like the story with Kane and Undertaker. That's what it kind of takes me back to, like Kane and Undertaker. You know, like when in the Attitude Era, when Kane at first came, and Undertaker, when he didn't really want to fight his brother at first, he didn't want to fight Kane at first, his younger brother. And that's where that kind of reminds me of him, where Edge looks in that sort of way too, especially how that conversation with Renee went. And wow, yeah, that was pretty. I like that. That was all pretty awesome. I did like that where they went with that. And that's like I said, like I can't, like you have but yeah, can't emphasize that enough. But yeah, that's it. Like the story, it just continues to reach new heights. And but like I said, it's just like I said, it just keeps and continues to echelon. And yeah, just like the story is just really fucking good. And I can't just like we just along for the ride. I cannot get enough of the story between Adam Cole and Roderick Strongman. they work together too well. The story pretty much is, that Roderick is using Adam Cole, and like I said, I like that. And when it comes to the comedy, the chemistry, it's all just really too. It's very enjoyable for me. Kyle Fletcher, bit of a real revealing that he has like a bit of like a favoring for when it comes to between the Don Callis family and himself. They gotta end this shit between Don Callis and Kenny Omega. You have this story that's been that's been picking pieces and treading along for how it's clear that they don't know where the fuck to take it. It's just like this there to because when you get to you have Powerhouse Hobbs and his reason for like joining the Don Callis family with him, what basically wanting to get back at Jericho is because like he like I don't know where it comes, but like probably some situation I never even saw it, but he's talking about like a situation, what happened or a scenario that happened when Jericho brushed past or like basically like said fuck you, brushed past his mother, and he's like damn upset. That pretty much upset him, and he's like, oh, you motherfucker, you gonna do that to my mom? And yeah, pretty much is why he did what he did between what he did to Jericho, why he took him out, and why he wound up joining. Why he basically wound up joining Don Callis family. And let's say I do, yeah. I kind of like that. And then of course you have like what to have them, because like I said, I do like the numerous things that's going on. You have multiple things happening, but like I said, I very much do, because like I said, when it comes to they have been dragging along. When it comes to the Don Callis family, they have just been screeching and halt along, and like and I don't know who. Unless, well, when it comes to AEW apologists, I have no idea any cuckolds who want to defend this, but yeah, it's just been dragging along. So, but I said I'm all for it to see where they take it, but I mean, I said I have no idea, because I have no to probably pretty much anyone who really gives a fuck about when it comes to anymore, that is still Kenny Omega and Don Callis family and everything like that. But yeah, I really don't care about it anymore. Sting looks like he's officially looking to hang up his boots. More lovely stuff between father and son, Christian and Nick Wayne. I know I'm kind of off course. I still like seeing this like now, a continuous commercial that's in my feed whenever I look. It's like, yeah, with Wanda Sykes and shit, talking about some like candy, kind of like, yeah, some age define candy, like, it's like, or like, just like benefits to try to like make you appear, or just like as far as like keep your youth, or just take care of your skin, or like, appear, just like, yeah, overall just take care of yourself. But and they're like talking like this she like talking about, if I eat this, I know I would live good. And like, I'm pretty sure, yeah, I don't know if like the newer crowd knows who Wanda Sykes is, but yeah, I'm hearing all of this. I'm like, if this bitch don't sit down somewhere talking about some candy being youthful, like, you look like a grandmother since I've been 5 years old. So what are you talking about, youthful candy? You're old. Ain't nobody checking for your ass no more. I shouldn't be like that. But yeah, kind of off course. But here we go. Yeah, with Sting is talking about his basically looking like to retire. Now, this would be like kind of like his second retirement, if I would believe, because I know he kind of like retired the first time. I know he had a thing where he officially pretty much was done with it. I don't know, but this is kind of like, yeah, basically it's just like, yeah, because we of course know with the little run he had in WWE, now AEW, and yeah, he's looking like he is kind of retiring a little bit. And I mean, yeah, he starts talking about guys like Ric Flair, Dusty, Rick Steiner, yeah, Braun Breaker's basically his father. You had the cuckolds, of course, man, because mentioning Hulk Hogan is forbidden fruit. Oh, I can't stand, especially like wrestling fans when it comes to fucking nowadays, especially AEW cuckolds, or just that whole. I so get cold feet even just talking about it. He's like, oh my god, you got a bunch of hypocritical, just, oh gosh, motherfuckers filled with lies in their faces, and they like to sit on their thrones and like to pretend to be so much. It's hard to see to try to pretend they have as much as more morals than anybody else. Like I said, I can't stand that shit, bro. Like, so yeah, like you better recognize, the guy. Like I said, the guy who basically, it's like, because make no mistake about it. As much as like this cesspool, this delusional dead fuck fan base that is now, or these cuckolds, AEW cuckolds, like to pretend and like to, brush out the way that who Hulk Hogan really is. Yeah, make no mistake about it. Hulk Hogan, that basically birthed professional wrestling. No matter how you like about it, that's the guy who is, and why you have wrestling at your disposal. It's because of fucking Hulk Hogan. So you can choke on it and look at it and choke on it while you can now. So, but he's talking about everything and bringing up stuff like that, and it's gonna be surreal. It really is gonna be surreal when come time when it comes to Sting retiring. He's thinking about hanging it up at Revolution. I feel like next year's Revolution, I believe, is he was talking about, and basically announcing his retirement. And wow, because I said it's pretty much what that promo kind of felt like. And I'm kind of like, because he's definitely one of my favorite wrestlers, so definitely going down as that, and for sure one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, of his period, of that time. And it has been really a ride too, and to be able to do what he's been done too was fucking phenomenal for him to go out there and do at his age too, and to what thought, like, clearly he should have hung it up before, but wow, what he's been able to do these past since AEW started, and when he's been with AEW, you gotta give props up to Sting. Gonna shed a tear when it's finally time for him to go. Damn, man, Sting. But you also had, I like the exchange when talking about Christian and Nick Wayne. Basically, had that whole interview. Way to for JR to sound just really decrepit and old as fuck too. I hate seeing it, especially when it comes to people that, like, who I grew up with. But way to make a motherfucker feel old, JR. But like, you have all that, and then Nick Wayne basically shutting out his mother. That was that was all pretty good stuff right there. I like that. And of course, Christian coming in, you ready to go, son? I think I'm gonna get some flyers and really start to have a crowd. Get these hashtags going and make Christian the World Heavyweight Championship, because it's just like, it's really unheard of, bro. But of course, just you're gonna get more of the great shit when it comes to what Christian is doing right now. And they pretty much like battle out. Of course, Sting gets involved with Nick Wayne and Darby Allin, and Sting and Christian, Luchasaurus and Nick Wayne, pretty much. And I think, because I'm thinking it might be Darby Allin and Nick Wayne at the next pay-per-view. But all pretty, I like that shit right there. That was all pretty cool stuff. And that was which I will say, Dynamite has had some good stuff so far tonight, which I will say, but still kind of underwhelming. MJF tries to get his belt back, but fails. Juice Robinson is the winner of the Battle Royale dozen, and will face MJF, pretty much his next challenger. So that's your main event. The dozen Battle Royale. Juice Robinson is going to face, I think this is all next week. I don't give a fuck. But Juice Robinson and MJF, this is how you book your champion. I really get that rhetorical when I hear that round, and when I hear the thing of how Tony Khan doesn't know how to do butt fuck all between. I say, you motherfuckers can foam at the mouth when you talk about, of course, because Vince is out of touch right now, and he pretty much is stuck in his own ways, and he does whatever he does. But tell me that you cannot obviously fucking think and believe, especially how we look at Edge and Christian right now with a third tier belt. What Christian is being able to do wonderful miracles with that TNT championship. Do not sit here and do not sit here with those blanket, stupid ass eyes and tell me that Tony Khan books better and knows how to book his champions than Vince McMahon. Because we all know that's a motherfucking lie. Tony Khan doesn't know what Jack Hall fuck to do with his champions. He doesn't. And how do you talk about being super or being at the bottom when it comes to being at the face, when it comes to being such as a champion like Christian right now, and when it comes to MJF, who do people care about more? Do they care about Christian or do they care more about MJF? And he's the world fucking champion. How do you do? How do you do this? Wherever that goes, I have no care. Yeah, you can see my care gonna go whatever elsewhere, but it's what because my attention is focused on completely somewhere else. But I said, yeah, that's really didn't care. Yeah, pretty much just another Dynamite to me. Really another Dynamite to me. And there could be like I said, you have things that you could like, but again, it's you remember it's Tony Khan, and yeah, I said just another Dynamite this week, and it just speaks to the lack when it comes to AEW and what they're doing to what they're doing to the sport of professional wrestling. And yeah, I said I did not forget it's one of those Dynamites especially. So yeah, don't really care. Yeah, I don't know, 5 out of 10, something like that, but. And this is what he does. And it speaks to the inconsistency and just overall, just the lack of when it comes to Tony Khan and his knowledge about wrestling. It's embarrassing. It truly is. And we got to see that too. And it's just like, this is who y'all root for. And I said, like, I don't give a fuck about that when it comes to MJF. I'm seeing what's going on right now with Christian Cage and Edge, and I said, like, oh gosh, talk about a weeper of an ending. Yeah, that's pretty much the show, and I've sacrificed long enough, bro. I've stuck my 2 foot toes in the gullet way too long, and I'm gonna go up and try to enjoy the last bit of my night, and y'all should too. Stay blessed, blessings, and enjoy yourselves. Enjoy the rest of your night.